Something ain't right. I've been fed lies my entire life, and I believed them. I can't think of a reason that's more deceiving. More power, they won't let it go. They figure they get your soul, it's worth more than gold. Put wool over your eyes, they got mind control. We all staring at our screens in a sea full of people. We all drown to the sounds of the screams of our evil. Now that's a scary scene compared to what's really seen. We all getting over, get away with everything. Trying to live American dreams and wanting better things. It's to the point where we kill and be killed. Kill at will, kill, bill, kill to be real. Cold steel, turn hot, stirring the pot. Act nervous, get shot, they carry concealed. Need to be still before you get popped and murdered by a cop. Trying to kill us out here. 5G, coronavirus. Hey look, they trying to kill us out here. Illuminati, devil, big pharma. They trying to kill us out here. I mean, they even got us against us. Us versus the government. Hey look, they trying to kill us out here. It's a big booby trap, man. Don't fall for it.
Wake up, man. Come on, man.
Fighting over tissue like we ain't got bigger issues. Trump dropping missiles, water still dirty in Flint, but he made 2 trillion appear out of thin air. It's getting scary out here. Look myself in the mirror, I'm my only competition. Kinda hard when you black, gotta carry out the vision, and they always put you back. It's a fact, then they wonder why he mad. Picking up and gun and blast, tell him chill. Get some wisdom in a book, get some paper in the hills. Bring it all back to the hood, to the homie case appeal. That's real. Real is when you lift your people up in the field. No matter how you feel, they really tryna kill us out here.
Children locked in cages, GMOs,
hey look, they tryna kill us out here.
Global warming, the media corrupt news outlets.
They tryna kill us out here.
Every time I turn on the news, whenever I look up, it's us versus
hey look,
them.
They tryna kill us out here.
I'm telling y'all, they really tryna kill us out here.
They really tryna kill us out here. They really tryna kill us. They really tryna kill us out here. Okay, yeah. Let's get it. This is the way that I end. I got no limits when pushing my hand. Shit that I write it get under their skin. They gonna feel it like right on their chin. I will not stop until I'm in the dirt. I'm clocking in and you getting this word. You ain't gotta tell a nigga nothing, you been frontin'. You ain't never seen it coming when a nigga get the bustin' with a light skinned nigga on the nab with the bag with the brand new in the blue suede with the buckles on. Looking like I got a, and you looking like a, I don't fuck with 12. All of these cops in these streets trying to kill us, but we won't stay silent, we making that. We stand up for what we believe in, we fighting for freedom, and this is a choice. And I have a voice. I said, well, you want you some smoke? Go get you a, cause I ain't got time for all of these stunts. You stuff for the, I chill with the, and I am a man. Stand on my own 2 feet, 10 toes down, and a better in the. When the last time you heard a nigga at the vein with a rhyme so cold, make a hater switch lane like, ooh, who was that air? Flow was so rare. You must be one of a kind like, ooh, please just be here. You can't compare. You just be wasting your time like, ooh, you in despair. Get you a chair. You should just have you a seat. Ooh, you think you broke? This is a joke. All of you fuckers asleep. All of you fuckers asleep. All of you fuckers. And I'm about to wake them all up, cause everybody dealing with some trauma. PTSD and the ADHD is a real thing, and I seen it first here. My plan is to get us all together tonight and take flight and fight for what's right. Your life is unlike my life, but your life can shed some light on the people that can't fight for their rights. Like, yeah, flow so rare. He must be one of a kind. Like, ooh, please just be here. You can't compare. You just be wasting your time. Like, ooh, you in the air. Get you a chair. You should have you a seat. Ooh, you think you woke? This is a joke. All of you fuckers asleep. All of you fuckers asleep. All of you fuckers. All of you fuckers. Who was that air? Flow was so rare. You must be one of a kind. Like, ooh, please just be here.
chair. Get you a chair. Get you there. How you a seat? Ooh, you think you up? This is a all of you fuckers asleep. And I'm about to wake them all up. Ooh, yeah. And I'm about to wake them all up. Ooh, yeah. And I'm about to wake them all up. Ooh, yeah. And I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah. And I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah. And I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah. And I'm about to wake them all up. Yeah. And I'm about to wake them all up.
Because he ain't coming into my house. I'm not even talking about my physical house. I'm talking about the spiritual house. This is
Hey, look, we up in here now, so we ain't got time to be playing.
I'm playing.
Are you down?
So that you can get some of that. It's all steady. Praise God.
What you talking about?
We're gonna back in here and take you to this church, man.
How many do you think there is?
I don't know, man, but the Bible says, man, when 2 or 3 agree, man, we touching, man, we can defeat anybody, man.
Man,
so if it's just 3 of us, man, and there's 100 of them, man, we're gonna take back this church, man.
I ain't scared of nothing.
If you scared,
The Bible
man,
says God has not given us a spirit of fear,
But
of power, love, and a sound mind.
well, let's go ahead and take back this church, man.
I'm a leader, come straight feature. Lyrics over beats, Lord said to every creature. Overcame sin, showed us how to win. We ain't gonna fall for that false doctrine. We're here to let it flow, gonna let them know. I'm king of the jungle just like Gorilla Joe. But I'm Mighty John, stomping out the spines. Disrespecting deities like Apollyon. Turn up the treble to another level. He's hard of hearing, that dumb devil. But I'm a victor, electric like Thor. The battle's been won so we don't have to keep score. Need a weapon, here you go. Oh, it's right here, we'll steal the show. Oh, lift your voice, let's start to spray. Hey, name of Jesus all dang day. Hey, need a weapon, here you go. Oh, this right here, we'll steal the show. Oh, lift your voice, let's start to spray. Hey, name of Jesus all dang day. Hey.
The fire's always fit on tracks. I know you heard us do it, but not like that. Stay kingdom rapping, Jesus Christ with God's anointed coming out the basement. Always show love, never show hate. That's what you do, better stay. Round these parts, we lift up God. Let me show you how it's not that hard. Speak everything into existence, overflow of favor, in case you missed it. Standing with my squad, we stay praising God. Let me show you how it's not that hard.
Need a weapon, here you go. Oh, it's right here, we'll steal the show. Oh, lift your voice, let's start to spray. Hey, name of Jesus all dang day. Hey, need a weapon, here you go. Oh, this right here, we'll steal the show. Oh, lift your voice, and start to spray. Hey, name of Jesus all dang day. Hey.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I brought it to the block, to the hood. Don't listen. Too busy popping Glocks and robbing and stealing. Don't wanna reach for help until their kids come up missing. I stay strapped with mine. I call it the gospel. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. How long we gonna play the game of sin? We officiate. Nobody ever wins in the game, so we appreciate. Even the celebrity world, it's the same thing. Talking about millionaires, I'm killing campaigns. Yeah, I've been there and done that, so I call it like I see it. Everybody on earth will have to answer the name of Jesus. Robbing and stealing, I did it. Prisons and jails, I did it. Hood drug cells, yeah, I did it. Jesus came and saved, now I get it, yeah. Pray every day, now I get it. He died on the cross, yeah, I get it. My life in his hands and he flipped it. Can't believe I did it.
What's going on? It's your main man, IC Jonez. Welcome to Hot Seat with IC Jonez right here on Room Service Radio. You already know how I go, man. I'm live every Thursday and Friday, 12 to 2. You know what it do, man. Listen, we in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, right off the strip, man. If you ever in the city, let me know. Tap in with me. You feel me? We are live right now on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and a whole lot more. But you know, those are the three big monsters out here, you feel me? So tap in on one of those, man. YouTube, Room Service Radio. Instagram, Room Service Radio LV. Facebook, Room Service Radio, you feel me? And don't forget to tap in with your boy Hot Seat with IC Jonez everywhere. I'm excited because y'all get to hear untapped, unsourced music, you feel me? People tapping in with me on a monthly playlist. I like to thank each and every person that's on my playlist. All y'all get played, man. People be asking, who is that? I know that voice. Who made that beat? You know what I mean? So you might get a follow. You might get a mention from somebody that you never met before. And I create the platform for everybody to go ahead and connect and network together. A lot of people's interviews, it's like their first interview. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful that I'm able to do that and give y'all that, just that authentic conversation. You know what I mean? A lot of people are transparent. A lot of people are open. When they have a conversation with me, I try to make it as comfortable as possible. So I appreciate everybody for rocking with Hot Seat with IC Jonez on Room Service Radio. And also on Tuesdays, you know, we live from 3 to 5, kicking it with Jones and Skinny. You know what I mean? So thank y'all for tapping in with what we got going on as well. You know what I mean? So 3 days a week, I love what I do. And I'm just thankful that the city is rocking with me. And even outside the city, the last people you just heard was Mahente crew out there in Colorado Springs. That's my family. Shout out to y'all with the single Weapon. You feel me? Dope video. Also, you heard Samson, This Is the Way, you feel me? Shout out my bro, getting it in, man. You coming with Avengers, baby. Love what you got going on. And also, you seen my new video that I just dropped Wednesday, which is called Trying to Kill Us. You know what I mean? Produced by Dana Dane Productions, man, and shot by Good Shot Films, man. All of us is just Vegas bound, you feel me? So it's what we doing. It's how we getting it popping. If you want to get on the playlist, holla at me, hotseatwithICJones@gmail.com or hotseatwithICJones on any social media platform. And just let me know, you feel me? Let's see how we can work it out, see how we can get you on the playlist. I do it monthly, bi-monthly, you know what I mean? And if you do 3 months, you get the 4th month free. We got to keep it in rotation. If you really want people to taste it, you want people to see and hear it, you feel me? Keep that thing in rotation. And it ain't nothing but promotion, you feel me, for the masses. So I also want to give a shout out to my good sponsor, you feel me? Your Way Restaurant, man. I'm drinking my good water out this good old, my good water out this good old mug, man. I appreciate y'all for the sponsorship, man. Y'all go check out Your Way Restaurant. They serve breakfast and lunch right there on Lake Meeting Jones, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, right behind the Walgreens, and next door to Capriati's. But look, man, they serve breakfast and lunch. Bomb food. My favorite is the breakfast potatoes and the gravy. Whew, I ain't had no good gravy over my breakfast potatoes in a minute. So I'm very thankful for that. Pancakes, man, they homemade. So that's bomb. Of course, you get the omelets, you know what I mean? And you get your food your way, the way you want it. They serve lunch as well. They got them good nachos with the Doritos. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about like homemade, you feel me? They also got the vegan option. So if you're a vegan, you can get the good old basically a vegetable taco. You know what I'm saying? My wife had it, loved it. And that chicken patty melt or the beef patty melt, my favorite. So make sure y'all tap in to Your Way Restaurant right on Lake Meeting Jones for my sponsorship, man. Go tell them Hot Seat with IC Jonez sent you. Now let's get into it. My special guest today is here in the Hot Seat with IC Jonez. We have the extraordinaire, the super producer, the one with the most placements. We got King Vay in the building, man. What's happening, man? I'm good.
My boy.
How you feeling today?
Bless, my guy.
That's
Bless.
right. That's right, man. For those who don't know, me and King Vay grew up together right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Man, in high school, man, we was in the Kappa League together.
Facts.
We went to Cheyenne High School together.
Facts.
And we smoked big blunts together.
Facts.
I remember.
And we was the most popular niggas in the city.
Man, say that, right? So when it came down to it, I remember going to, I think your mom stayed in Carry Arms. Was it mom's?
Yep.
And, you know, we used to go over there either after school or during lunch or something. I know both, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, had me all in the hood.
All in the hood.
I already know, man. You know, we from the West Side. So tell me, man, how was it for you growing up on the West Side on Cary and MLK, man?
Man, that shit was fun, man. You know, I grew up with all my friends. Of course, there was a bunch of shit going on as kids that you don't know is going on. So I wasn't really paying attention to that shit. But man, it was fun. Shit, I grew up with all my friends, my family. We did a bunch of kid shit. We did a bunch of badass shit. But you know, it was fun. Shit.
For sure. Were you raised in a 2-parent household?
No, I wasn't actually. I had a stepdad.
Okay.
I didn't really fuck with that nigga, but I had a stepdad.
Okay.
I wasn't raised in a 2-parent home, but my mom and dad was both active in my life, though.
Both active.
Yeah.
When you say you didn't mess with stepdad, what was that? Why? Why is that?
I just didn't fuck with. I didn't fuck with dude like that, man. He just wasn't a good dude, man. I don't want to go too deep into my mom. Rest in peace. You know, he just wasn't a good dude. I ain't fuck with him like that.
Right. And
I
then,
whooped his ass like 3 weeks before my mom died.
Over that type of stuff, or
over bullshit.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So, what do you say to the kid who has his mom, and then here comes his stepdad? Like, what do you say about that relationship? How do you?
I mean, how
do you mentor that person?
it's different situations, bro. Because like I had I had a fucked up situation, but everybody's stepdad ain't like that.
Right.
So
right.
You know, it's I can't really speak for how another situation is.
Okay.
For my situation, the advice that I would give is, you know, do what I did and just keep going and ignore the shit, you know.
Yeah.
I felt with my stepdad, he had sons too.
Okay.
So I used to feel like it was a lot of hatred because his sons, like we played on the same football team. Little shit like that. We played on the same football team and
right.
You know, like they wasn't good as me.
Right.
Little shit like that. He would hate that.
Oh.
You know, I did music. I was good at music. I was prospering in music at a young age. And they wasn't doing it too much. You know, it was like a lot of jealousy and
competition.
Shit like that. Yeah.
When it didn't have to be.
Yeah, it didn't.
He could have bigged everybody.
Because really, in all honesty, growing up, I used to want the what word am I looking for? I used to want
that relationship.
So I used to want to fuck with that nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? It wasn't until I got older and started realizing the shit he was doing to my mom. You know what I'm saying? That made the relationship like that. You feel me?
Turn that thing around. Yeah. Like, wait a minute, what?
Fast.
Okay, and how old were you when your mom passed away?
I was 30.
30.
Yeah, I was 30.
And even though you were a grown man, how did that affect your life moving forward?
Man, shit, it affect my life still today. It was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And still today affect my life. Shit, one of the hardest things that I've ever been through, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is there anything that you can, like words of wisdom you can speak on for someone who was really close and lost their parent?
Man, shit, it don't get easy, man.
Okay.
I mean, you know, people say time heals all things. That shit ain't really true, man. You just learn how to deal with it. You feel me? The pain is always there. So just be strong, man, and just keep doing what you're doing, and you know, make your parents proud. That's the main thing. That's my main thing, is just to keep making my moms proud.
Right. Smiling from heaven, man.
Right.
So you said your actual pops was in your life, active.
Absolutely.
And what are some things that he embedded in you as a man?
Music.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Music, and just standing on being a man, you know. You know, the man values small shit, like look a man in the eye when you talk to a man.
Firm
Shake a man
handshake.
firm, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. You know,
That
don't
matters.
don't turn your back on a man unless you disrespecting him. Like,
Yeah.
you know, shit that a man will teach his son. He taught me shit like that, but likewise with my mom, they embedded music in me. My mom was a singer, my dad was a singer and a guitar player.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
And how many instruments do you play?
I play drums fluently. But,
Okay.
when I'm producing music, I do everything: keys, guitar, bass,
Yeah.
whatever.
Just touch to make sure it's a production.
Yeah,
For
facts.
sure.
Yeah.
When did you actually first produce your first beat? And what equipment did you use for that?
The first beat that I ever did, so I went to a church called Ebenezer, and they got new equipment and they got a Triton.
Okay. That's
And,
that keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamar Edwards, that's my brother, my god brother.
Okay.
He came to Vegas and we both learned how to program on the Triton.
Okay.
So starting off, what I would do is I would mimic like all of my favorite beats. Get Your Freak On was like one of the beats I would mimic. I would remake. I would remake the whole beat and shit like that. So that's how I started producing, actually. And then from there, I started smoking weed, which led me to like, oh, let me see if I can create my own beat instead of just remaking the beat. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how shit started.
Absolutely. What schools did you go to from elementary to high school?
I went to Fay Heron. Well, I started at EOB. Really.
Okay.
Go all the way back.
That's back.
EOB Head Start. I went to Fay Heron for a minute. Then I went to Marion Kalen.
Okay.
And then from there, I went to Jim Bridger. And then I moved back to the west side. And I went to Kenny Gwynn.
Okay.
And then from there, I went to Palo Verde.
Oh.
From Palo Verde, I went to Jefferson Opportunity. And from Jefferson Opportunity, I went to Cheyenne. And then I went to Desert Rose. I got kicked out, remember, like 3 weeks before we graduated.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened from the Palo Verde to the Opportunity School? What happened?
I got into a fight and hit the dean on accident.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they made it seem like it was on purpose.
Like I knocked the dean ass out. And I was literally fighting, bro. We literally fighting, both throwing punches. And the dean, she's a female. She ran in the middle of us fighting, and I was just happened to be the one that clocked her ass. So it could have been either one of us that hit her.
Right.
I was the one that caught it up.
And they just made a big deal.
Big deal. You out of here.
One fight.
You out of here.
Gee whiz. Okay, so how did that affect you? Like when you like, man, what? Like, did you feel like the system was against you being black, or was it just a mishap? How did you feel? How did that affect you?
I didn't feel, I really, honestly, bro, I didn't feel no type of way because I didn't give a fuck about school. I really gave a fuck about music. Really, honestly, bro, since I was a kid, I didn't give a fuck about music. It was until I got in the Kappa League when I gave a fuck about school because, as you know, we had to keep a certain grade point average to be in the Kappa League.
Yes, sir.
Which is the only reason. I credit the Kappa League for me graduating high school.
Who introduced you to Kappa League?
I did, nigga, myself. I went, nigga, I was on the fly shit. I used to like fly shit, you feel me? So I went to Unity Fest, to one of the step shows.
Yes.
Me and my little cousin Quayne, we went to the Unity Fest. And I watched everybody, man. And when I seen the Kappa League, I'm like, them niggas is like me. You feel me? Like, that's some shit that I fuck with.
Yeah.
So the next phase meeting, when they started the phase meetings, I went, and then shit, the rest is history.
For those who
big head ass and all that shit.
For those who don't know, Kappa Leadership League is under the guidance of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, and it's a youth organization to help us just keep a straight line and teach us morals and values. We had a creed and everything, and it's still like alive today. Stepping was one of the biggest things that was a part of that, you feel me? But just being fly when you're a Kappa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, facts. One thing about the Kappa League, if you was in the Kappa League, still today you live by Kappa League morals and the things that we was taught. Like, my life is really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still do shit that I learned from the Kappa League.
As a youth.
Because they really taught us some real shit. You feel me?
That's a fact. So, you know Truman.
Absolutely.
Immaculate Pieces, man. He's the reason why I was like looked at the Kappa Leadership League, because they did the MLK parade.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my neighbor from Valley View.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, he doing this thing on the parade. And I'm like, wow, like I want to be a part of that. You feel me?
Yeah, shout out Truman. That was my first manager.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he
yes,
was
sir.
the first person to manage me.
So from there, you know, I wanted to do it, and I went in, and it was good, man, for like you said, our life and our lifestyle.
Thanks.
You feel me? So boom, you say didn't care about it, and then you cared about it when it come to school, and then but music has always been your line, right?
Always.
So what happens after Desert Rose, after school, like after you know those years? How do you get into the music industry? Like,
well, first of all, I had a full ride scholarship to Music Institute of Hollywood. It kind of got shaky because I got kicked out of school like 2 weeks before graduation or whatever. But I was always like super into music and shit like that. But the production came along later. But what got it was I did a drum off in Vegas. Well, out here, I don't live out here, so I'm talking like I did the drum off out here, and Randall Cunningham had a gospel group at the time, and my drum off was at the Guitar Center, so they used to play my videos and shit all the time. And Randall went in there and saw my video, and was like, "Yo, who's the kid that's playing drums?" I was fresh out, like 19 years old. Like, who's this kid? Long story short, I went to the Guitar Center one day and they was like, "Yo, you need to get in touch with Randall Cunningham." I'm like, "The football player? Like, nigga, what the fuck? How? You feel me? How the fuck I'm supposed to do that?" The bass player ended up working at the Guitar Center, so he came up to me. He was like, "Man, I don't know what you did, but that nigga, not that nigga, he was like, Randall really, he really wanted to meet you." Coincidentally, that night he had Bible study that he used to host at his studio.
Okay.
I went to the studio, met him, all this shit. Was nervous as fuck. I had two of my partners with me. He told me to stay after Bible study. He wanted to chop it up with me by myself. So I'm talking to my niggas. I'm like, shit, what the fuck this nigga finna say to me?
Yeah.
And one of my niggas, which is my god brother, Frank G, he was just told me, like, nigga, just keep it real. Whatever he asks you, just keep it real. So I went in there. He asked me, shit, like, you from a gang? Yeah, I'm from a gang.
Yeah.
What area you grew up in? I grew up in the Gerson.
Yeah.
Do you smoke? No, he asked me, do I do drugs?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I don't do drugs. I smoke weed, though.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, I smell it. Like, cracked a little joke. Long story short, he was just like, I'm going to come pick you up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come pick you up tomorrow. And I really, honestly thought he was blowing smoke. You know, this was before cell phones and all the shit. So I'm outside in the hood. Just in the hood. And the carry-ons posted, probably with some of my partners and shit like that. And my mom came outside. She's like, some man named Randall on the phone for you. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Mob in the house talked to him. He like, yo, so you say you stay on Martin Luther King Carry, right? I'm like, yeah. He like, well, I'm on Martin Luther King Lake Mead. I'm on my way over there. So stand out where I could be seeing you. I'm like, well, shit, I'm already standing outside smoking weed.
Right. I'm out here.
So he pulled up, man, picked me up. Took me to his studio. I ended up recording a song for his gospel group on the drums. Took me to Olive Garden, and man, that shit changed my life. Because from there, he got me an apartment.
Wow.
He gave me a room in the studio to make sure that I wasn't in the hood.
Right.
Make sure I was at the studio all the time, and bought me my first well working car. It wasn't my first car, but it was my first car that I can drive and be cool and type shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and then from there, I ended up, you know, I'm a team player, a Vegas nigga, so I ended up pulling one of my niggas that play keys onto the gig.
Yeah.
To the Randall gig. He ended up leaving, moving to California, becoming music director for Shantae Moore and Kenny Lattimore.
Yes.
And in favor for me looking out for him with the Randall shit, he called me for Shantae Moore and Kenny Lattimore.
Wow.
And then that shit happened.
Yeah,
that shit happened. And then I ended up getting fired from Shantae Moore and King Lattimore, though. I got fired because I was fucking young and Shantae was a bitch and I was letting her know that she was a bitch. You feel me? Which I shouldn't have been doing because it wasn't my place. And after that, man, after I got fired, I went back to the hood. You feel me? I was in the hood. I had got a house on the west side. Shit, Love used to come to the house on the west side. All this shit, man. That's my nigga.
In the Heights?
Yeah. No, it was before the one in the Heights.
Okay.
It was across the street from Doolittle. Then I moved to the one in the Heights.
Okay.
But I built a studio in the Heights. I mean, in the one before the Heights. It was called the Green Room.
Okay.
I started a band called the Avengers, which we also produced and played music and shit.
Yeah.
And that's what started my buzz back. My buzz back going. I moved to the other house, and I was selling weed, man, and I went to the store to buy some cigars to smoke, nigga. And while I was out, my god brother Mars called me, and he was like, "Yo, you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready for whatever I need to be ready for.
Right.
I'm ready." You feel me?
Right.
So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call you out for I need you to play for Shantae. I need you to play for Faith Evans."
Okay.
I'm like, hell yeah, whatever. And I'm like, is this some for sure shit? Because like I said, I have been doing little spot dates and little shit along the way, but nothing was real serious. So I'm like, shit, is this shit the shit? He was like, nah, like this is the play.
Official.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you feel you lit. I literally went home, smoked all my weed that I had to sell, and I left, nigga. I left and went on the road with Faith. My first gig with Faith, the drummer for T.I. had pulled some weird ass shit on the road, caught a case on the road, all type of shit. So while I'm out, Mars is also doing. He was flying out from the gig with Faith to go with Tip.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to be coming back home.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm out there, he was like, "Shit, we just had to fire. You think he could come do Tip gig?"
Absolutely.
This was 2011. It's 2021 now, and I'm still doing both of those gigs. You feel
Wow.
me? Both of them.
Okay.
So that's really how everything started.
And I want to go back. You played a lot of church gigs.
Absolutely. That's where it all started.
Right.
Growing up.
How did you ever get kicked out of a church for smelling like weed?
I've never got kicked out of a church for smelling like weed, but it's just fucked up to say, but I was the nigga that was known to come to church smelling like weed. You feel me? The worst thing that happened one time, and this is crazy, right? Because I didn't smoke weed this time.
Okay.
I went to church one time and the praise team leader was out of town. And I came to church, played church. And what was crazy, I remember this because I was pissed off because I didn't get to smoke. I woke up late, had to rush, and didn't get to smoke, do my normal shit. After I left church, they called me, the praise team leader called me and was like, "Yo, don't ever go to church smelling like weed again." I had to hear that. I'm like, what? Nigga, this is the one time I didn't smoke weed. Yep. You feel me? Like, you feel me? So, but I never been kicked out, man. I've definitely been frowned upon though. Niggas looked at me crazy. Yeah. And a lot of those same niggas that looked at me crazy smoke weed right now with me.
Okay. So from there, how did you feel? I mean, were you ever like in the church or you was just playing music for it?
No, always. I grew up in church. I know God, I'm saved, all of that.
Right.
Yeah, I know church. I know God.
So
for sure.
Did you ever have that tear where it's like, okay, or was it like, man, this got to pay the bills, and I'm comfortable who I am? How was it for you to go into the world?
Again, I know God. I know the Bible.
Yeah.
I know my word. And in the Bible, God tells me that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Your gift will make room for you.
Absolutely.
It's in the Bible.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Also, like listen, I'm deep in the
word.
In the word. You feel me? So a lot of stuff, that'd be my argument. Like a lot of people say I'm cocky, I boast, I brag. And the Bible says, tell of the goodness of God and all that he's done. You feel me? So like, I'm not boasting and bragging. I'm just showing y'all what God doing for me. You feel me? So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How did you get connected and how deep is your connection with 1500 or nothing?
Nigga, you see my hat?
I do. I do.
I'm 1500 or nothing. Shit, I got connected because my brother is a founding member of 1500 or nothing. And I grew up with all of the niggas from 1500 or nothing. When they first started, was I a part of 1500 or nothing? No, but I was around and know a lot of shit that happened. And, it was just like, it's like when you grow up in your hood.
Yeah.
I'm
a part of that.
I grew up there.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's the same shit, man. All them niggas, my brothers. We all grew up doing music together. And then when the fucking, really when the Tip and Faith shit started, which was 10 years ago, that's when it really got solidified. Like,
Stamp.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
actually like this guy's doing this thing, and it wasn't because of them. Like,
No,
it was a blessing
absolutely
on the
not.
other side.
Listen, anybody can get called to do something, but if you can't hold up, your end, then you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and you give me a lot of but God situations in your life, man.
Absolutely,
where it was nobody but God that did these things.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
and I
man.
know that.
Absolutely.
That's why things keep going, because I know that and I acknowledge that.
Right.
Facts.
First album. What was your first actual project that King Vay put out?
That King Vay put out, I Am King.
I Am King.
Yeah.
And is this before?
No, you know what? It ain't I Am King. Notes from a King was the first one. Notes from a King.
Was it before Tip that you put the King before the Vay?
Yeah, I'm from Gerson.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I've been King Vay for nigga however long I've been alive.
And it also is a huge statement.
Yeah, it is a statement.
And tell me about that for you, for yourself and for the public. What's that statement for you?
Man, it's self-explanatory, bro.
Yeah.
I'm King Vay.
Yeah.
And I've done enough to be King Vay.
Yeah. It's not like you trying to rule over people.
No. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Talk about it.
In all actuality, we all kings. You feel me? We all kings and queens, my nigga. It's just up to you to decide. You know, so people get so offended when you say shit like that. Like, oh, who this nigga think he is?
That's what
like,
I'm trying to get you to tell people.
Nah, man. That's my name, bro. That's been my name. And like, before I had any success in music, before I had any money in music, before I traveled, did anything, before anything ever happened to me, for me, I was King Vay.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I was King Vay.
Yeah. I love it, man. Look, I want to go to a music break. We're going to play Who I Are by Proper, Be Proper, and then we're going to come right back on the other side and finish up with King Vay. Let's go.
Yeah.
I am a classic, tailor-made fashion, fresh out the plastic, solo beam master, know the freak nasty, licking like a lesbian. Girl, I ate your last minute, you ain't worth my last cent. Haters kiss my coldest, you niggas cancer, your pockets smokeless, infested with cobwebs, still cooking. Miss me with that bad shit, that flex on me like people. When your name is Calvin, I'm going back to Cali, and it's in Nevada. No ride dirty, just like I left the desert. I ain't got no patience, I might not got the break. I'm busy doing numbers, unit calculator. I was born by the river, that's where I get the styles from. You can't hold water, and now to get your towel on. The tongue flicking phony. Who fucked with a couch? I'm looking for a gorilla. Oh, my nigga, you found one. I'm tumbling in my car. He go on Mars. Galaxy and stars. Dope boy hard. Surfing by the bar. Pull up on your bra like, you know who I are, bitch. You know who I are. Said I'm tumbling in my car. He go on Mars. Galaxy and stars. Dope boy hard. Surfing by the bar. Pull up on your bra like, you know who I are, bitch. You know who I are. Saved by the bell. Yeah, I could be your creep. Have you walking on shelves like apes by the beach? What's a hammer to a nail? A gangsta on the beat. I go crack cocaine till I crack the concrete. Bitch, I'm never in a hurry. Relax and keep it burning. I'm bumping by a Marley. Head wrapped in the turban. My jacket say Harley. And I'm hardly working in the land of the free. Damn, I think my coach will curse me. I'm smoking on that loud shit. Fresh out of a donkey's ass. You smoking that foul shit. Fresh out of a junkie's bag. I ain't never had shit. Bitch, I'm supposed to brag. Yeah, for the bread and meat, I do this for the grocery bag. Coming into my car. He go on Mars. Galaxy and stars. Dope boy hard. Surfing by the bar. Pull up on your broad like, you know who I are, bitch. You know who I are. Say, coming into my car. He go on Mars. Galaxy and stars. Dope boy hard. Surfing by the bar. Pull up on your broad like, you know who I are, bitch. You know who I are. She might snort a zip. Before she give me lip. Ski cream of wheat. I would look on the chest. My style like, he got worms in this shit. Your style plays out like a perm on a pimp. Pick it back, Aretha. Franklin's for the sneakers. Introduce your keister. My foot be dead to greet you. I suited like it's Easter. Sunday morning preacher. Niggas singing like sopranos, testifying to them people. I might be in a low-low. Go kickers call them judo. Slamming like the sumo. Blowing on that Bruno. I am number uno. Ballin' Tony Cool Coach. Pull up with a dude though. Fuck you haters, you know. Jackson on the horse. Boasting, well, of course. Red-headed dame. Her pussy's a torch. Beat it out the frame. Knocked it out the park. And get right back to the money. Nigga, before the car starts. I sang to my car. He go hunt Mars. Galaxy and stars. Dope boy hard. Surfing by the bar. Pull up on your bra like, you know who I are, bitch. You know who I are. Said I'm tumbling in my car. He go hunt Mars. Galaxy and stars. Dope boy hard. Surfing by the bar. Pull up on your bra like, you know who I are, bitch. You know who I are.
And that's proper. That's proper. That's proper. Yeah. Hit man on the motherfucking track. One side with a dope.
Welcome back, man. Hot Seat with IC Jonez. We got King Vay in the building.
Aside.
You feeling good, man? Tell me, man, what happened? Where is, let me not say what happened. Where is Beyond the Neon? Is it defunct?
Something that I believe in.
Okay.
Like, so when I believe in something, I don't give up on it. Shit, a bunch of shit happened, really, man. Everybody, me personally, I just got real busy, and I'm still real busy. Together. So what I did like a month ago, I reached out to people and tried to build a staff or a team or something to help me with Beyond the Neon. So that it won't be some. I have a whole album. I got a whole project, a whole Beyond the Neon project.
I know you do.
I just don't want to just throw it out there and it just be some shit that, you know, niggas just throw out there. It's actually a dope project. You feel me? All Vegas artists, Vegas producers. Like the shit is lit. It's some shit that never been done before. So Beyond the Neon is still a thing.
Let me ask you, approximately estimate how many people are on that project, including producers? Just a number.
I can't just give you a number without naming people.
Yeah,
I can count. Artist wise is
you may forget something though.
If I forget you, I apologize.
All right, there we go.
Artist wise is Interstate Fats, Landlord, D Cross, Spitter P, Taylor Weaves, The Goddess, Blue Mirror, Lucky Two Time, Tony L. Mob, Yalda. Producers, me, Hitman, Big B, Pyro, Reezy. If I forgot you, I apologize. But
so even with that estimate,
Jazz Laser is one of the artists. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, Jazz Laser is one of the artists that's on the project too.
So upwards of 20.
Teddy Crooklyn,
right? See,
yeah.
Upwards of 20.
Yeah,
right. If everybody put in $300,
if everybody put in $100,
I mean, you know, you got that's promo money right there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. See, and I think it became so comfortable for niggas because when Beyond the Neon first started, there was like 3 niggas that was really putting up the bread. You feel me?
Correct.
Me, Fats, and Yards was really putting up breads. Like, we was doing sessions, my nigga, and like the cheapest session was literally like $1,700. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is coming out that shit out of our pockets. You feel me?
We was at the Palms first time.
Not the first session, but the Palms was
the first time I went.
The Palms, we definitely had a session at the Palms. We had a couple of them.
No Label.
No Label was. It was in.
I mean, I've been there too.
No, I'm not saying the studio, but it was kind of like people was. It was like the No Label session. What happened with that? It was the day after another session.
Okay.
So everybody was kind of burnt out. So a lot of people didn't show up to No Label. I came there and I had a headache and I left early.
Okay.
So but Yeah, nigga, we was renting the biggest studios, doing the best shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I would book the studio for 12 hours, like literally the full 12 hours.
Yeah, the block.
Yeah, I get there at noon and start production. Call some of the producers up there. We'll start production and shit like that. Then I'll call niggas that I know was good at songwriting, doing hooks and shit. I call them first, and then I just call niggas. And before the day will go by, nigga, you'll look around and it'll be all the niggas that you can think
everybody
of.
calling everybody.
Yeah, you feel me?
And I was there not as an artist. I was there as Hot Seat with IC Jonez.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get in on the media side. You know, I do music as well, but my thing is like, look at this. I want to showcase this and put it out. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And I feel like that's what I want to do for Beyond the Neon. You know, when it get back up and y'all doing events or whatever we're going to do. Because there was, talks of events, doing different things. I want to be able to cover that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can call me on that end because I'm open for that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
From Room Service Radio to Hot Seat with IC Jonez, like, I want to be a part of the media.
Right. Facts. Yeah.
And then everybody get a chance to, like, really sit down with me that hasn't. You know what I'm saying? And talk about the whole thing of Beyond the Neon. You know what I mean? So, is this something that you literally said, or somebody came up with the name Beyond the Neon?
So Beyond the Neon came about. Yards hit me up one day and he was like, "Yo, I got the House of Blues. The House of Blues want me to do something there. Can you get an artist?" And I was like, "Man, I'm tired of hooking these major artists up with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do some Vegas shit." And he's like, "All right, cool." But then he pulled up to my studio. He was like, "The only thing is, my nigga, Vegas don't support each other." I was like, "Nigga, I can get Vegas to support. I can get I was like, if I can get all of the Vegas artists to support, would you be down with doing it?" He was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So he was like, he wanted basically me to show him. So that night, the same very night, I had all of the niggas that you seen at the Palms. I called a meeting and all of those niggas showed up. It was no beef, no nothing. And we threw around names and all of that shit. And Fats, Interstate Fats ended up saying Beyond the Neon, because we was trying to think of something Vegas. And Beyond the Neon fit because it's beyond the strip.
Correct.
You feel me? So we ran with that name and we was like, shit, we don't want to just do a concert. We want to make a movement. Like, because niggas ain't never seen that shit. Yeah. Niggas ain't never seen everybody there together. So niggas was like, this is something big. Let's make a movement instead of just this. So I'm always into the music. I'm like, shit, well, I'll create a project. Yeah. Niggas was like, well, we got to be fair. Me and Hitman wasn't seeing eye to eye at the time. Right. I personally called Hitman myself. Okay. So that he'll know, it was a lot of people that wasn't getting along with each other that got along with each other. Yes, sir. You feel me? Just for the sake of that shit. Man. And that was big. Yes. So that's another reason why we got to keep, I got to push that shit.
And it's still going.
But it just got to be the right way.
Correct. That camaraderie, that togetherness, that unity is still going.
Absolutely.
I want people to understand and stop saying that Vegas needs to unify and say that we are unified.
We did it.
And we are unified.
Yeah, we did it.
You feel me? And that's a beautiful thing, man. So what can we expect from you? Matter of fact, before I go there, what is the experience if I come see King Vay residency at Dre's?
What is the experience? Nigga, you gonna experience King Vay.
What can I expect?
Shit, man. I play the drums. I play my music. Franny spin my music. And the shit is just basically me and Franny, a DJ and drum set. Me and Franny do our thing. Yeah.
So are you going to ever bring some special guests from the city onto your set? Because you got songs with artists from the city.
If the opportunity presents itself, of course, but the opportunity hasn't presented itself in that fashion.
It's contracts involved in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, all type of stuff. There's contracts involved in a lot of shit, even with the DJs. I don't want to be I hate to be the bad nigga that,
expresses that.
Yeah, but even with the DJs, man, them niggas get paid to play certain music.
There's things they can't do.
Yeah, and yeah, with me, if I could bring niggas on the stage, niggas would be up there. You feel me? But it's not in my contract to do that. But I definitely play Vegas music. Right. I just posted a video the other day of me playing, and I was playing one of the songs I did with Weez.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could just see where people get misconstrued, right? Yeah. So we would expect, and this is our expectations on you. Mm-hmm. If he got songs with Spitter and and Weez, why can't he bring them to Dre's to give them a set or give them a 16 bar? You know what I mean?
Because there's contracts involved.
That's
Dre's
what
is
I'm
a
saying.
corporation, bro.
Say that.
Like, you know, I don't want to put too much out there, but Dre's paid me a lot of money to come up there and do what I do. You feel me? And they got the bag to pick and choose what they want to do to stay club. You feel me?
Right. And you gonna feed your family.
I gotta feed my family. And the same with, like I said, the same with the DJs, man. I spoke on this the last time I was up here with K Fly.
Okay.
But man, I grew up a fan of music and a fan of studying music, man. And you can go all the way back to Eazy-E and Jay-Z. That was my favorite too. Like I said last time, to use. Nigga, Jay-Z and Dame used to walk up to the DJs in the club and the DJs at the radio station with a bag. Paper bag, that's what they was called, the paper bag boys. Paper bag full of money.
Yes, sir.
That's how they got their record spin.
Yeah.
If you want to walk up, if you want these DJs to risk their jobs, you got to give them something to risk it for. You feel me? Like, I can guarantee you, if the artist that's saying this shit, if they want their shit spin and they go up to a DJ with a bag, I guarantee that shit gonna get played.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. So what do you say to the people who feel like that's not okay? Like, oh, this ain't the 90s. This ain't the Jay-Z era.
You can't change the game, bro. You can't change the way the game is set up.
That's the wheel.
You can't set. We can't, my nigga. Like, when you try to do shit like that, that's when shit go weird. It get weird because, like, who are we to change the game?
It's the expectancy again. Is our expectations put on somebody else, and I realize that can hurt people. You know what I mean? When you try to put your expectations on them, it's like if I'm to say
entitlement,
entitled. That's
entitlement.
The word. That is a good
people
word.
feel entitled. Like, just because you're from the city and you doing music, you feel entitled to the DJs playing your music, and that's not how that shit rock, my nigga. Yeah, we can go to Atlanta and hear Atlanta music because the baby, Lil Baby is Lil Baby. He blew up. They not just playing the homie on the corner.
Right. Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And if the homie on the corner getting played, I can guarantee you he put a bag
Somebody
in
put
that.
a bag.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how it
Same
go,
with
bro.
Young Dolph, like that's how he got on. He said
You
he
can
was
listen
going
to
around.
You can listen to all of their stories, bro.
with
It's the
money
same thing.
in his pouch.
It's the same thing.
Like $60,000 just driving around paying for play. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the club, strip club, wherever it's at. Same with mine. Mine is very minimal, but I do play artists for a small amount of money on my platform.
Exactly.
And we got numbers and we look at the place. You know what I mean? Like, it's more than just, exposure. It's like, nah, bro, we really putting you out there.
Facts.
You feel me? So what do you say about the term put niggas on? Right? Do you feel like you put people on?
Have I put people on?
Yes.
I've definitely elevated people's career. I haven't gotten anybody a major record deal or no shit like that, but I've definitely been a part of elevating and developing artists for sure.
So that's what I'm asking too. What's the definition in your world?
And also I'll say this. You can walk a person to, you already know the saying, you can walk a person to the well to get the water, but you can't force them to drink it.
No.
You feel me? I know niggas that I had in the studio with me while I was working with everybody from French Montana, Travis Scott. Like, I know niggas was in the studio with me.
Yeah.
A artist nigga. A bitch ass nigga that I don't fuck with no more.
Oh, Jesus.
And the nigga, none of these niggas couldn't even tell you that he was a rapper. Because he was so fucking amused with being in front of a celebrity and shit like that, you didn't press your issue.
Starstruck.
You feel me?
So what is the definition though for you? Because everybody got probably a different definition when you say, oh, Vay ain't put nobody on, or IC ain't put nobody on. What is the term in your world, put someone on?
Man, niggas be want me to, like you said, since I'm at Dre's, they feel like they should be at Dre's on the stage doing this.
Okay.
Or if I'm in the studio with Tip, they feel like they should be doing something with Tip. And that's not how shit go. Cause first and foremost, didn't nobody do shit for me.
Okay.
Facts. Nobody in Vegas did shit for me. I never got anything successfully out of Vegas. Period.
I mean, you got these God brothers, right, that you spoke on, and then you have Randall Cunningham, right? But what you mean the people you came up with, grew up with, things of that nature when you say...
I mean anybody in Vegas. My career, my success, anything that I have, I'm from Vegas.
Yeah.
I represent Vegas,
Yeah.
but I didn't get successful in Vegas.
Right.
Nothing happened for me in Vegas.
Got it.
Vegas didn't help me to get to be the King Vay that I am today.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Still rep Vegas.
I still rep Vegas.
As you
Niggas
should.
right now today, I got on a hat right now, my nigga. I'm from 1500 nothing that say LA Legends. And if a nigga right now walk up to me and be like, "Oh, you a LA legend," I'll tell a nigga I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
Go look at any of my videos on YouTube right now, nigga. I got on UNLV shirts.
Right.
Live Victorious is tattooed on me, nigga.
Right.
The Rebel Man is tattooed on me. Like,
What is people like? Let's say Ti or other like a French Montana tribe. What do they think of the Vegas music scene, or do they even know we exist here?
they know what they see and what they hear, and they see and hear goofy shit. Just being honest, they like I said, they see shit like, oh, this Vegas nigga in the studio and he a rapper. And he never even introduced himself as a rapper. He was a groupie over there. You feel me? They see shit like that, or they see goofball. They see niggas doing goofball shit, and then it puts a light. It makes them think that everybody is goofballs.
Yeah, because that's how it works. When one person do something, they speak for the whole city type.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which that's just humanity.
And you got to think, it's a lot of goofball niggas with money that's able to pay and get their way into these positions, and then that's who the niggas see, and they be like, "Oh, that's some goofball shit."
Absolutely. And have you got any feedback from the music that you create with the Vegas artists?
Taylor Weeks.
Okay.
I've been getting a lot of feedback from Taylor Weeks' music. Taylor Weeks is really I got a production label called Culture House.
Okay.
Taylor Weeks is the first artist that I signed, but he's been getting a lot of feedback. Coach K is on. Stevie J is my manager. But I was on live one time. I was in Atlanta for like 3 weeks. I was on live, and like 3 days in a row, Stevie gave me his phone and was just like, "Go live, tag your name and go live." So I'm on his live. And Coach K got on there like, "Yo, whoever that nigga is that y'all keep playing, he sound like he need to be with us. He sound like he need to be over here." You feel me? Shit like that has happened. Trey Songz is working on an album right now. I got a song to Trey that Taylor did, so he can possibly have a placement over there.
Word.
But yeah, for the most part, Taylor Weeks, and I work with Jazz. Jazz is already Jazz.
Well, let me say this, right? Because we're about to end the interview. What's going on behind the scenes, if you can speak on things of Vay the producer and whatever artist and things getting locked up where they can't release stuff or it's an issue? Like, what happens behind
with me?
it? Yeah. Because I know in my feelings it was an issue back in the day. You know what I mean?
No, in my feelings, it wasn't an issue with me. I didn't fully produce that whole project at first. At the end, I produced everything because I went back and took Spitter's vocals and reproduced the whole entire album.
Right.
So that really had no issue with me. The thing really be, niggas don't want to pay me, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do music for free. I do music for a living. I don't do it for a hobby. You feel me? Like, I do it to feed my kids. So nobody gets free music. The only nigga that can say they get free music from me is my artist, Taylor Weeks. You feel me? So there's been times where niggas get mad because, they put some shit up and then they don't give me my proper splits or some shit, and I have attorneys, and that shit is real fast when you have attorneys. Today your shit can be up, tomorrow it won't. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's where it gets tricky at. And people not knowing the business and me being so business straightforward.
You become the bad guy.
I become the bad guy, which is cool with me.
Do we need the guys who got their stuff together? Do we need a panel discussion? Do we need a gathering of the minds to kind of get on a whiteboard and say, these are the things you need to do. These are the places you need to go to get them done. And this is the budget you need to get these things done. If you want to start putting out music and do it properly, like, do we need that? Or do you think cats know and they just not doing it? What's the, and that's my final question.
It ain't even that cats know and they not doing it. It's cats don't listen. You feel me? We did all this with Beyond the Neon. That was the movement. We wanted to build Beyond the Neon to a platform where all the Vegas artists could release their music through Beyond the Neon and as a platform. You feel me?
Okay.
So that it can reach the masses and shit like that. You feel me? That's the problem. People don't want to learn. People don't want to listen. People always want to be boss, and people want to be, I'm the man.
Yeah, but don't want to be the employee for a second.
Yeah. Every great leader follow first.
I feel you, man.
You feel me?
Let everybody know where to follow you at, bros.
Follow me on Instagram, King Vay. Really, that's it, man. I'm not a social media person like that. You would think I am, but I'm really not a social media person. My Facebook is Vajon Hill, my real name, but I'm thinking about deleting that shit because it's just too much local bullshit.
Okay.
You know, and I end up seeing it and getting caught up in it when I'm not caught up in it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I mean, but it does make you active in the community, no matter what it look like.
I mean, I'm active in the community for the things that I do for the community.
Yeah.
I've helped many kids. I've molded a lot of these young niggas that y'all hearing that's rapping. They came through my camp. You feel me? Yeah. So I do a lot for the community. I was the first nigga out here doing the backpack basketball games.
Okay.
You feel me? I just stopped doing shit like that because I felt like niggas was stealing my ideas instead of working with me.
Right.
And I feel like working together builds a bigger impact than 12 niggas doing backpack drives.
Yeah.
So I just left it alone.
And make it bigger. You know what I mean? I mean, you get sponsors, man. You get placement, man. There's a lot of things that could be taught outside of just like getting caught up in the local bull stuff. You know what I mean?
No, I'm willing to teach. I teach all the time. And I fuck with niggas and I'm going to continue.
You got the Regal sticks, right?
Regal, I got a bunch of endorsements. Regal tip for one, yeah.
You feel me? So
weed and all that.
All that, right? And it's just like about, you know, being professional and you know, longevity. And then that stuff comes. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you for stopping through. Does Culture House have a website yet?
All of that is being worked on right now. I just got everything legal, like everything is legal now. So all of that is being worked on right now.
All right. And they can go stream your music. They can just look under King Vay, right?
Vay.
And all your albums,
all the albums that I did pop up.
What's the latest one?
Never Die Young, Die Legendary.
Never Die Young, Die Legendary. All right. We just had King Vay in the building, man. Thank you for your transparency.
My guy, you already know.
Well, honey, we got to bring you back through. You know what I mean?
Anytime, bro. Call me up.
We need like a 90-minute conversation, man.
Come on, man.
For sure. He said he'll open book, so we're going to get to it, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Look, I got Bars Barkley coming through this thing in the 1 o'clock hour. Also, you know I'm going to have Deacon T with the hot topic. He said he on his way, so let's get some words of wisdom. Right now, I'm about to go to a break. You already know, man, you're going to see my guy on everything when I get done with this. You feel me? You're going to give me the drop. You're going to give me the photo. You feel me? And then you might not know. I might be in the studio. I don't know. Let's see what's happening, though. God bless y'all, man. Hey, look, stay tuned for the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be right back after this break. Don't go nowhere.
About it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. I got them 30s with them sticks, bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out, bitch. I'm in the trap all night on my boss shit. Gotta watch these fakes that be on floor shit. 40 on my waist, don't make me drunk, bitch. Real gangster for real, ain't no cap, bitch. I was raised in the mob when we get active. Niggas say that's his bitch, then why she fat? Make one phone call, nigga, the rest get handled. You owe me my shit when I be spazzing. Niggas don't want smoke, I give them cancer. They shit my ties, hold you for ransom. If it's up, we get them gone, I call it magic. Money come, bitches go, just trying to stack it. And I keep a couple hitters for the action. These hoes just trying to fuck me cause I'm poppin'. But I ain't looking, bitch, if you ain't fucking poppin'. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. Mr. Talk about it, yeah, I bring 'em out. I got them 30s with them sticks, bring 'em out.
Paint bitches like Picasso, she can't understand me, not a simulation, baby. This shit really in me, kinda crafty when it come to getting paper, you dig me? Hesitation is a weapon, I don't carry weapon. Proper preparation every time I'm getting busy. No tricking in my system, investors with a million. Let me put some sauce on it, maybe we can run the bill. Talking about $1 billion while these bums thinking bad. I'm trying to build it, later on we spin the bag. Focus on the mission, I'ma focus on the path. Just follow my instructions, I'ma lead you to the math. With a blowing gas with a smile. If my BZ on the bully, best you stay on the prowl.
Mr. Talk About It, yeah, I bring a mile. Mr. Talk About It, yeah, I bring a mile. Mr. Talk About It, yeah, I bring a mile. Mr. Talk About It, yeah, I bring a mile. Mr. Talk About It, yeah, I bring a mile. Mr. Talk About It, yeah, I bring a mile. Mr. Talk About It, yeah, I bring a mile. I got them 30s with them sticks, bring a mile.
Straight motherfucking ball.
They ain't want me back then, but they want me now. 1.5. They ain't want me back then, but they want me now. I was hungry back then, but I'm on it now. They ain't want me back then. They ain't want me back then.
They ain't want me back then, but they want me now. I got bitches on my dick tryna fuck me down. Need a Tony Braxton bitch that's gon' suck me down. Feeling like I'm Lil Boosie, baby, wipe me down. Feeling like I'm Tupac, cause I get around. His birthday's after mine, think I'm kidding now. Big Billy on my waist, had to sit him down. I'm the teacher in this rap game, so sit it down. I wouldn't call myself real, but I'm real as it get. I see I'm the trending topic, they still on the trip. 40 clapping like some slips on a bitch on the strip. He think that he big and bad, but he not with the shit. I just spit the big bag and I did it again. I just spit the big bag and I did it again. Watch me turn into a monster like I'm being 10. Watch me switch up my Rolex, I just spent 10. See my cousin walk through the dirt in some Louboutins. I'm finna finger fuck the world, I need some lubricant. Young fat nigga, as a kid, I was a hooligan. Niggas better duck, like that fact, they finna shoot again. Niggas want me to fail so bad, feel like I'm in school again. Remember bitches was all on my jock, cause I was the newest kid. Tell these niggas to move out my way, feeling like I'm ludicrous. Remember days my bro put up in the Jag and I pulled in that Benz. All my niggas tryna chase the money, tryna get it in. My only brothers, bitch, we gon' get it in. They ain't want me back then, but they want me now. I was hurried back then, but I'm on it now. They ain't want me back then. They ain't want me back then. They ain't want me back then. They ain't want me back then, but they want me now. I was hurried back then, but I'm on it now. They ain't want me back then. They ain't want me back then. They ain't want me back then. 145. They ain't want me alive. They ain't want me back then, but they want me now. Bitches all on my dick, 'cause they want me now. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, man, you already know shit, man. Big Bang.